Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen, I just got in from work, and I seen this news story that just dropped within the last hour, and it's out of Florida. I got to stop eating before I get on here, but it's out of Florida, and it's messed. I don't even know how to explain this. This story right here is about this woman right here. I'm gonna try to say her name, Yulia Storiget or something. She's a Ukrainian immigrant that came here since the conflict that's going on in Ukraine. And this lady was caught on a Ring doorbell with her 3-year-old son. And what she did to him, because she was upset, is beyond words. I'm going to go ahead and play this real fast, and I got to give you a heads up. It's hard to look at. So without further ado, let's check this video out and come back and do what we do, y'all. Let's get it.
Only on Local 10, disturbing video after a mother is arrested for what police are calling one of the worst cases of child abuse.
Local 10 News reporter Rosh Lowe is live in Sunny Isles Beach with this exclusive.
Okay, I want to begin this noon by giving a big graphic warning on this story. This story is extremely disturbing. If you feel you may be disturbed by this, turn away. It is a case where police say this is one of the worst cases of child abuse they have seen. They say a mom kicks and throws her 3-year-old flesh and blood, her 3-year-old son, down a hallway. Let's take a look at this video. Absolutely heartbreaking to see that video. The suspect, who is behind bars, her name is Yulia Storazuk, and she appeared in bond court today, and she tells the judge through a translator that she actually came from the Ukraine, according to police, that she loves her child. She told the judge that she's a flight attendant, that her child is the love of her life. In the meantime, Sunny Isles Beach police were extremely concerned about this. They tell me this actually occurred 2 days ago, and a neighbor was able to get this video on a camera on her Ring doorbell video, and she came to the police station yesterday. When the police viewed that video, the chief tells me that he was so angered by this. You have a defenseless little 3-year-old child, you saw it yourself, punched and kicked. Now, we heard from this woman in bond court, we heard from the police chief. Let's take a quick listen to both.
The interpreter needs a repetition of what was said after 1 year, Your Honor. Что вы сказали, вы бежали от войны?
Да. И я все время была с ним сама. И в Польше я была с ним, и здесь. Вот.
Yes, I escaped the war. At all times I was with my child in Poland and in here.
Where did you live before you came to the United States?
А где вы проживали до того, как приехать в Соединенные Штаты?
Я работала в Соединенных Штатах на борту, но мой ребенок был своими родителями. И когда война случилась, я его решила забрать с собой сюда.
When the war happened, my child was living with my parents, and when the war happened, I decided to took him here to join me, and I was working here in the United States.
So, ma'am, where's the child now? Was he taken by the Department of Children and Family?
This is not going to be tolerated, ever. Actually, I'm angry. The message, when I saw the video, very angry, and we're not going to tolerate this. And there's consequences, and you're going to pay the consequences for this.
All right, guys, that's the video, and it was hard to watch. But three things stick out to me in that video. First thing was this. The ways and actions of the little boy let me know that he had went through that before. You see how far he stood away from her? When you have a habit of disciplining your children or spanking them behind or something, and they know they're in trouble, they'll do what? They'll stay back from you because they don't know what you're going to do. When she pointed and told him to come, right, and pushed him on the ground and all of that stuff, you notice he never cried? That right there is a telltale sign that he'd been getting beat up for a while. He was trying to gather himself. But the second thing that made me mad was that second thing she did. Not only did she push him on that hard tile floor, pushed him back when he got up on her, he could have hit his head, anything. That second thing where she threw him and he landed on his face, unacceptable. Now, somebody caught that on a Ring doorbell, right? And went to the police, which was a good thing because a lot of people are mind their business. That child can't defend herself again. Did you see when she smacked him when he flew down the hallway? By his face, it smacked his face. He used to getting hit on hard because he was just making little noises. But a normal child, when they got pushed back, they'd have been like, eh. He didn't do none of that. So that shows us a history of her doing that type of stuff with him. Now, the third thing was she came from a war-torn country. Child was with her father, with the parents, with her parents. She knows about struggle, strife. She lucky to even be out of there and be over here. Ain't nothing that bad being here like it was over there. It's no way for you to do that to that damn child. Then did you see her in court, y'all? Scared as hell. For what? Law's different over here. Here we come with that sob story BS. Oh, I was in the war. I was a refugee. I come here to this country. I bring my son. I love my child. Always the same stuff. But your ways and actions show otherwise. Now, granted, the boy was dressed nice and he seemed like he was well taken care of. But that's not an excuse to try to knock his brains out of his head when you're mad at him. Sitting up here using, I came from a war-torn place. Yeah. And I'd have had no problems dropping bombs all over your fucking face. This is unacceptable. Now, raising a child is hard. I know it is. It's frustrating, especially little boys. The little boys are goofy. They are. They'll try to kill themselves if you don't stop them. 3 years old, they're at the age where they want to run up and down the street, throw tantrums, fall out. Anything's possible. But that's just part of being a parent. It is. And if you're not built for that, you shouldn't have had the damn kid in the first place. It ain't like this the first child you ever came in contact with. People see kids acting crazy all the time when they ain't got no kids. That's what you got to look forward to. You agree or disagree out there? Ain't no damn way. If this was my woman, I'd have put hickeys all over her head. She would have been calling the cops. Because, it's no way I'm going to let somebody do that to a part of me. I wouldn't let her do it to me. Ain't damn sure ain't going to do it to my child. She know better. I think she raised the kid by herself because you see this a lot of times when people just lose their cool and they are constantly around something that irritates them and they have no break. Now, the woman was professionally employed. Supposedly she was a flight attendant or something. But damn, get help, man. Get help. That should have never happened. That's all I'm saying, man. It's just so crazy nowadays how people just turn on their children. Like, I remember when I was young, man, a child abuse case would come on the news and people would be like, now it's like people are getting desensitized to this. That little boy had no fighting chance against her. She could have squashed him if she wanted to. Anything could have happened. He could have hit his head, hemorrhaged, anything. If you can't deal with a child, man, there are other resources out there. Listen, this is how I think. If I have a child and I can't care for them, I will find somebody that can care for them. Not saying I want to put my child up for adoption or have them in the system or anything like that, but there are different ways. A lot of times when you have a child, children take nurturing, they take teaching. A lot of times if there's something not wrong with the child, it's something wrong with you. A lot of us need to self-evaluate, where we at in life and what we want to do and the direction we want to go, especially when we're trying to bring another human being coming up behind us or under us that we birthed ourselves. This should have never had happened. That's my take on it. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I feel nothing for this woman being scared in jail, looking stupid. She lucky she still got all her faculty because I'd have bust her eye out of here. That's just me. My kids, I don't play. I know a lot of y'all don't neither. See you in the next video.